Welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken, and today we are continuing the World of Warcraft Hardcore run with Syken Schultz, our hunter, on the official servers of Stitches. It is time for us to finally enter Feralis, and after our very first dungeon run, it only took 42 levels, we got Bonebiter, traded in a couple of quests, and we are level 43. And we're going to start today's episode with a bit of a banger, because Tensa and I need to kill quite a lot of these Nagas, actually. Matter of fact, one of the most dangerous areas, let's be honest, the hands down most dangerous area in Feralis is right down here, and that is Naga territory only, and we're intending to go exactly there. It's a great area for grinding, but it is huge risk, huge reward. On top of it, we simply need to go there because of the quests. There are a couple of other quests that we do have. The missing courier, right over here. Unfortunately, that dude is in the middle of pretty high level enemies. We got Yetis that we need to kill, level 46, not easy. Let's see, these guys are well, it's actually not that bad. Many of them we can kill. Then the Ogre quest, which is all over this place, and we got a couple of kills that we need to do over here, whilst freeing Spire Dragons, the little anti-magic dragons. So yeah, full quest roster, and many of the quests do have follow-up quests, so that'll be interesting. So far, the hunter, an absolute joy to play. Very simple class, but sometimes simplicity is fun, and for me in particular, the ability to solo most of the content is a lot of joy. With level 43, I'm slowly but surely noticing that the gun that we're wielding falls off. So in order to stay ahead, I'm thinking about either using better ammunition, which would be mithril shots. So these bad boys at 12.5, that's a noticeable damage upgrade, 4.5 DPS. To put it into consideration, our weapon has around 20 DPS, so that's a 20% base damage upgrade from our weapon there. So yeah, that's one option. The other option is finding something nice in a dungeon, not going to happen, or finding something nice in the auction house, more likely going to happen, but it also means I would need to pay quite a bit of gold, and I'm still collecting gold to pay off the mount that I pre-sponsored. So yeah, that's a bit of a pickle. You want a good weapon, but you also want to make sure that you're not breaking the bank. Ranged weapons, unfortunately, all cost quite a lot of money. Yeah, we're going to see. I mean, I can request a couple of weapons. Maybe I'll find something that is worthwhile. Alright. Alright, so a couple more kills and then we're fast forwarding it. We need scales, as you can see. And so far it's still chain killing. It's maybe not as fast as it used to be, but it's still very much chain killing. Tensa didn't need a break in between. We're hitting hard for 225 if we're hitting. Oh, and I started skilling first aid. Need to still continue doing that. But yeah, we're nearing 300 there as well. Let me do a couple more kills, fast forward for you. Alright, fantastic. Time to trade in the scales. Unfortunately now we need to get a mysterious relic. And this is where the rubber hits the road and where we will have a bit of a more intense time. Because we need to go over to this Naga cave, and boy, that Naga cave is stacked. A lot of enemies there. So the idea would be to play it careful. We got all of our little consumables and so on available, so we're good. We got Light of Loon just in case if things turn really sour, and we're making it over there. The biggest challenge is respawn. At some point we will be trapped in there, and we just gotta make sure no one of the enemies is running away and we can handle multiples. That's going to be the biggest and most important task for us. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's time to go. Okay, apparently another guy needs to go here as well. Might as well go together, that will make it easier. Takes a bit away the challenge, but he would anyways pull. We only have one layer, no way for me to evade. You can see the hunter deals double the amount of damage of the priest. And the priest is already kind of a steady Eddie class that tries to not have a lot of mana breaks in between. I will let you try to finish them for mana tap. Yeah, he has siphon mana, so if he gets the kill, there we go. Here's his spirit tap. And with Spirit Tap, he continuously regenerates mana. That means he can cast more spells, and there won't be a situation where he is not keeping up with us. Okay, it's much faster than I would have anticipated. Part of it is also us being with the two of us. Good. Short drinking pause because we've killed definitely a lot of them. Not too bad. Me letting him always spirit tap means he's in a good position.
Aggro. Aggro.
Alright, I took aggro off the caster. We're okay. Tensa still has plenty of hit points.
Aggro.
Normally this is where most people do have a problem.
Aggro.
Alright, let's kill these guys a bit faster. Nice. We can try to do that afterwards if you want. Having a partner to do the escort quest of the beacon would certainly be a good option.
Aggro.
We're being fast in our kills, man.
Aggro. Aggro.
Good, this is pure chain pulling at its finest.
Aggro.
Oh, this is really quick.
Aggro. Aggro.
Alright, easy enough. Put on the good old aspect of the pack, and we're just running out of here. Look at that, despite our quick killing speed, there are still enemies left over. Unbelievable. But that's not a respawn, I think that's a pet that we just haven't encountered before. No, it is respawn. I was wrong. Yeah, that's how fast the respawn happens. And we gotta be careful because we are being caught in right in the middle of it.
Aggro.
Imagine being caught here all by yourself. That would have been rough. Not the best time to pull, by the way, because we're still having respawns behind us. Now we're through the worst, because they will respawn in this direction and we've basically broken through the wave of respawns. Alright, so fast forward until we are likely over here where we're doing Mark of Quality and the Yeti trade-in. Alright, so we ran over. Time for us to tackle a couple of quests. Our newfound friend mentioned, hey, how about we're just going for the ogres? I was like, yeah, hey, that's a really good idea, and we are therefore now a short-lived leveling team. So, part of the reason why the ogres is such a good idea is there are no drops involved, it's just straight up killing enemies, and that just happens faster if you do it in a pack. The ogres are a bit of a funny bunch because a lot of the kills that you will need are coming from the lower section, shamans in particular, and they share spawns with like 100 other types of ogres. So not only are they rare, if multiple people are doing the quest, you're almost guaranteed that something will be a problem.
Aggro.
On the other hand, if you have this level of kill speed here,
Aggro.
then yeah, you can clear the entirety of the ogre camp and still be fine. And I bet you the priest is quite happy that he doesn't always need to tank. Because you can say what you want about Tensa, but he holds aggro like an absolute champ. The moment that I say that, he loses aggro.
Aggro.
That was a bit of a sloppy pull. He was trying to lose aggro and was running around. And I was trying to gain aggro with Tensa. And we had like 3, although we were low on resources. That happens. Very nice, super fast clearing speed here. It's not a bad combination, these two classes per se.
Aggro. Aggro. Aggro.
And it's just the overall speed and like sustain that the hunter brings to the table, and the priest really complements that well because he has a lot of sustain as well. Not a lot of burst damage, but both of them are like very continuous killers. Priest's biggest challenge oftentimes is, can he just tank these enemies well enough? Answers often, he wants to not have them all up in his face 24/7. And that's where the hunter pet really starts to shine. Not a lot of problems with a hunter pet. Priest just basically stands back once, puts a couple of dots on, and that's okay. The hunter's shortcoming is lack of crowd control during the battles. And maybe the range issue from time to time, but also that can be solved. And the renews really keep things very, very healthy.
Aggro.
Alright, we need to get a couple of shamans, the infamous ones that I was talking about.
Aggro.
Which level is the priest, by the way? Oh, a little bit higher than we are. Okay.
Aggro. Aggro.
Good, we're running out of mana. Time for a little mana break. And the advantage of just killing everything is that you don't need to really walk around enemies that you don't need, yada yada. You're just going in and things are okay.
Aggro.
Look at that. Shamans, shamans, shamans everywhere. Perfect.
Aggro. Aggro.
The little healing waves are a bit problematic. So we can't like pull dozens of them. They need to die. Good. You get the gist or the drift. By now we're just going to finish the rest of the enemies here, and I'll fast forward. Alright, not very surprisingly, we immediately killed everybody, and that was the fastest that I've ever done all of those ogres, like ever. Super quick. And now it's time for the thick Yeti Heights, as well as the beacon, which is the escort quest. The latter one is actually quite dangerous if you do it alone. These apes, by the way, look nice as well. Having them as a pet would look good. All right, let's get those feral yetis.
Aggro.
I like the kill speed with 2 people. It is not bad at all. This one is a collection quest, so not perfect for a tag team.
Aggro.
But still, I mean, we can clear the area here, do the escort, and since it is I mean, why break up a good leveling team? So far, the speed of the actual kills were surprisingly fast, 15 seconds, and I mean like really chain killing.
Aggro.
Always pulling the next mob. Shadowboard Pain ticks quite intense, and his wand is doing a lot of damage as well.
Aggro.
Alright, let me ask if he wants to do the pelts. Okay, let's do the cave then. Which might be interesting content because most people never go into that cave. So let's just try it and see how things are going.
Aggro.
Alright, I think I need to drink after this one. Come on, Tensa, do your job. That's the cool part as well. Tensa can already start building up some momentum here. Whilst I drink fully. Alright, let's go. So we're at 3 and 3, that's good. Tensa continues to dish out a lot of damage. Enough to keep the aggro. So this cave typically remains unexplored by most people, simply because outside you already have a lot of Yetis, and if you only need 10 Yeti hides, chances are you're not fast enough in clearing all of that anyways. You don't want to risk going into the cave.
Aggro. Aggro.
Alright, time for Tensa to shine. Got a triplet on him. Our priest friend continues to get mana regen from Spirit Tap. And yeah, easy peasy. I mean, I could have done those 3 myself, but still, it's good to have the priest with us. So, huge cave here, with also a huge number of Yetis, as you can already see from the initial ads. This guy will add, but that's okay. I don't think that he will chain pull his friend. We're continuing with lightning speed to get through all of this. If my memory serves me well, we had kind of that bottom layer, then the second layer here, and then the right hand side is getting you all the way to the top. I might be wrong though. And no, there is no end boss or any special secret in here, but it's still a nice cave. It is not the typical design. Like this one here is unique to Feralis as far as I know. Alright, give us some pelts. I want some heights. Yeah, here, 1, 2, 3. I was right. Okay.
Aggro.
Our priest friend wants to drink, which is a good idea. I'll continue to
Aggro.
just pull one Yeti after the other. So fast forward until we are going to the top layer. Alright, right hand side. Let's explore the top part of the cave. At the moment we're with 6 and 4. First Yetis, by the way, respawn. Which means even with our quick clearing speed, you can't just clear the entirety of the cave. That is wild. Killing experience gave us half of a level already. Holy smokes. Alright, we're moving up the final and most steepest of all hills.
Aggro.
Tensa gains the scroll of protection for a little bit extra hit point, a little bit extra armor. I'm almost done with the quest. We are, but our friend is not, so gotta deal with that at some point. Come on, Tensa, hit. Very nice. So that's the upper plateau.
Aggro.
A bit of a shame that there isn't kind of a fixed treasure spawn up here. That would be fitting, like you're exploring the entire room and then up here is a treasure chest. Okay, I'll fast forward until we got all of the heights. Alrighty. So, time for us to
Aggro.
do our little escort quest. The homing robot, aka the chicken, isn't as fragile, so it's okay if it takes a couple of hits. The really important part is the spawns. There are 3 locations where mobs are going to spawn. First it's 3, then it's 4, then it's 5. And 5 spawn is nasty for
Aggro.
a lot of the classes, so
Aggro.
so gotta be a bit careful with that. Time to pull a couple of cooldowns, nothing major. Triple pull isn't that scary now that we can also off tank with having a few mail items. For instance, got that mail chest as a reward for the Nagas, mail boots, mail shoulders, so our armor class isn't completely in the dumpster. Still wearing a lot of leather, but mail is getting there. Soon the first ambush will happen. There it is. There's the immediate stun for all of them. A bit of an AoE shot, multi-shotting into them.
Aggro.
Like I said, I can now confidently tank one without having problems. Come, don't fall back. We're good. And that's a bit where the difficulty of this quest also comes from. Always be on the run. A lot of those random additional enemies coming in. Good, 2 more waves and we're good. So from this point onwards, it's really just the waves and multiples, I would say, are something that the hunter actually does very, very well. Wow, so quick. We got already to get 2 quests done, and then the escort on top of it. That's really quick. So we got the freedom for all creatures. I think we can even do that. I think, and oh wait. Next click should be around here. This looks awkwardly familiar. I think they spawn back there. All right, let's go. Only a triple pack, not a problem. And Tensa has no issue killing his own kin. Easy enough. Agility strength isn't bad, but it's not like agility stamina. Strength is not that needed, but it's a nice necklace nonetheless. Last fight is on the ramp. And we're reaching that level 45 mark where I need to get lips, limited invulnerability potions. Or matter of fact, reaching quite a bit of a threshold. On our way to level 50. So that's the tough pack. It was 4 instead of 5. I was misremembering that. But yeah, good DPS. Tensa completely destroyed them. I'm really happy that we've used Tensa or an ape. Thunderclap is so good. Anyways, listen guys, it is 50 minutes long episode already. I'll cut it here. I think I'll just do that quest offline. And we've done a lot of quests actually. It's been a good run. Thanks a lot for watching and see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.